How is it that you guys prepare or mic up your drum set for?
Actually, there's this incredible thing that happened a few years ago. I was playing V-drums with Kate Ryan, who was really popular in East Europe, and we arrived with the tour bus, and I see all kind of microphones set up close to the V-drum pads. So a very strange situation, because the guy didn't actually realize it was an electronic drum set. Now, with the electronic drums, and especially the TD30 today, which is such a fast, low latency, the best supernatural whatever, you can go single outs for everything. Like for instance, I'm using the kicks and the snares in stereo, layered with the TD30, but they're coming out of the SPDSX, so triggered at the same time. And then we have the toms on separate channels, we have the hi-hat on a separate channel, the ride on a separate channel, and the two crashes on a separate stereo channel. So the fact that you can have so many separate channels, Frank can actually make it sound very wide. You know, you can adjust the panning to every hall, every concert hall, the PA system. You can totally go wild in making the sound as broad as possible, which is much more impressive than a USB stick just playing a stereo out through a DJ mixer. Same for the keyboards, it's all hardware and software combined. So all the synth sounds, all the piano has its separate stereo channel and so on. So that's really a very important main difference with any DJ set, which actually sounds a little bit more compressed and not so wide spectrum, not so dynamic.
With all that rolling gear on stage, how long does a sound check usually take?
Well, actually we have a very good system. First of all, we don't have to put mics on the V-drums, which is already a big time saver. We have all the sounds and all the patches very well prepared. Everything connects very easily to the laptops. We have a full digital, we have a flying rack with us, which holds some very nasty sound cards and everything. So it's actually just a matter of getting the engine started and then really tweaking the PA for what's coming out of these instruments for the front of house. And Frank, our sound guy, is a champion in actually in a short term, you know, tweaking a PA for really good ass drum and bass or good drum and bass vibes. And it's very important with electronic music that everything is very consistent and very glued together, and that makes the people dance. Also sidechain compression, and so everything is there. So yeah, it takes us, let's say, not too much time to really get going.
What's your involvement with Roland V-drums?
My involvement with Roland V-drums has been a love story since 20 years. Actually, that was before the V-drums came out. I became a demonstrator in Benelux, so Belgium and Holland and Luxembourg, through Roland Benelux at the time, when the TD7 came out. And I was a very young guy, but I was interested in electronic drums, and most of my colleague musicians, they named me Mr. Tupperware because they didn't believe in the potential of electronic drums. Then the V-drums came out, and then later on, in 2001, for the very first time, I was invited by Roland Japan to play at the Frankfurt Musikmesse, which is the main trade show in Europe. And from then on, it took off. I got to know the engineers more personally. They were asking me things about the music I was playing. They found it really strange that as a drummer I was also interested in using samples and triggering samples and not just, you know, playing along with linear tracks from a CD or whatever. And I was really, I'm really a little bit sound freaky on how it sounds and how it's compressed and how fat you can go. And it took off from there, and I got a very good relationship and very good friends also with Steve Fisher from Roland US, who has been a main guy in getting that V-drums program going. Also Tommy Snyder, another very important Roland demonstrator since years and years with a lot of experience. I learned so much from them too. And then in 2004, when the V-drums came out, I had the incredible opportunity to play together with Steve when the first TD20 set came out. And then again, the success story continued, and I'm so happy that I could surf along on this wave of continuous development, and the engineers in Japan, they're just great, and they dig electronic music, acoustic music, old school blues. They really have their thing together. And we try to console them. I try to console them. Hey, this kick sound, you need to make the people dance. It needs to be a little bit more punchy, more in the face, less effects, more compression, and so on, so on, so on. So through, also Johnny Rapp is a very important contributor. So through all these people working together, the presets in a V-drum set are actually very representative of what it already can do, and then it's the user, the drummer, who can go as far as he wants. That's my role in this story, together with the other ones.
Thank you.
Thank you.